Good morning. Social networking and communication are usually called as a social media has become the most prominent platform. To put this in perspective, there are around 7.7 billion of people worldwide and 3.5 billion of those people are online according to our World in data. That means one of three people are use a platform for social media. Digital communication and environment studies shows that internet consumers invest on social networking and email sites on average of 2 hours and 22 minutes a day. Access to social media is now reaching a younger generation with the new technology, and because teenagers are growing up with the more access of social networking, texting, and um, instant messaging with the various sites. This raises many issues and potential dangers to their future. Discussing these issues are important for posing solutions such as social media knowledge being taught to this younger generation. Social media is a modern form of communication, often misused in society and needed in education system for proper teaching. In my speech, I will dive into both within social media and the solution and follow a solution as well as a key evidence. To begin, the first problem is the negative power of social media can have. The first is hate speech. Hate speech is one aspect that exacerbates issues that we just discussed. Um, Among our age, uh, cyberbullying is still a form of hate speech. Many little kids are ignorant that something you post online could be misinterpreted and um, often can't be erased completely from the history of the internet. As well as the negative body image and poor self-esteem and um, instructive suicidal thoughts or actions. The second is psychological issues. For several research, social networking may have huge effect on the psychological well-being issues. They found psychiatric well-being issues in young adults, including fear and depression. Through the study by Brian Primack, this finding shows that the correlation are large enough to the and make it useful for the clinician to ask about and one individual with the depression and anxiety about the use of multiple platforms and to concern regarding this potential contributing factor. With this evidence, it's clear that the social media can in fact the negative power over our psychology health. After addressing the negative power of the social media has in relation to psychology health, I will now discussing about I will be now discussing about um, in connection with professionalism. Professionalism, the first is college rejection. A clear study occurred last year ago at Harvard University, USA. There are at least 10 students who were initially accepted as the new students there, but because of the social media, the status of the admission was revoked by the campus. The use of profanity and inappropriate and or the provocative photos including nudity, alcohol, drugs, bullying, and negative comment, and etc. What many people are wrong is they can always be captured even the posts are deleted. Second, professionalism about employment issues or jobless. In 2018, a national survey was conducted called Career Builder. This survey was attended by over 1,000 employers and HR professionals, and 70% of companies use the social media, the study of the career during the recruitment, and 48% of the employers says that they always check social media for the current employees. And third of the employers got fired because the content they found on the internet. Such number demonstrate how the social media influence can bring. Chances are your first impression to an employee is about your latest tweet, your Instagram post, and Facebook status. After discussing relevant issues about seen in social media, it is important to know the step that we take to resolve and prevent this issue. The first is social media etiquette should be enforced for students starting at 5th grade until and continuing throughout their education. The concept that will be addressed in this course will involve the usage of the social media, the dangers and the effect of the abuse on the social networking, and the nature of the privacy, and also the effective use of social media. Second is if the curriculum was implemented, it will provide information required avoid the potential consequences that could be negatively impact one's future. The claims that this knowledge is responsibility to the parents, they have to educate their children. But I believe that their parents don't have the ability to teach the social media properly. Third, if the education was enforced, students would be set up for potential success in the professional world, but also in social aspect. In conclusion, our education system needs to implement the social media course within the curriculum or lesson to psychological health, hate speech, issues on professionalism, and also the overall negative consequences. So I hope you will challenge yourself by being more careful with what you post on social media.